game schedule. Playing games that matter in September is always the goal. For the Rays and the Yankees, no regular season games will be bigger than their 7 meetings over the next 11 days. And tonight at the Trop, baseball's 2 best lefties square off.
You know you have to come ready to pitch. Whenever you face, a guy of CC's caliber, he makes it tough on you. You can't go out there and give up 3 or 4 runs because you're probably going to lose that game. So you got to come out there with your A game and be prepared to give your team a chance to win.
The race for the AL East is on Sun Sports. The fans gather at Tropicana Field tonight for the opening of a homestand for the Rays, the first game of 6 games here, and the first game of a 3-game series as the Tampa Bay Rays play host to the New York Yankees. And starting play tonight, it just could not be any closer than it is in the AL East. New York leading the Rays by 1/2 game. These 2 teams even in the loss column. Hi again, everyone, and welcome to an evening of Rays baseball with Kevin Kennedy. I'm Dwayne Stats. Great to have you aboard. We'll be hearing from Todd Callis throughout the evening as well. Well, we have the 2 best teams in baseball going at it, and arguably, Kevin, the 2 best pitchers will square off tonight. You just don't get any better than this when these 2 left-handers go at it.
Yeah, with 20 games to go, it's in the Rays' hands to try to get into first place. They'll play the Yankees 7 times over the next 10 days or so. David Price has developed into a true ace, no question about that, with his 17 wins. That's second in the American League. His ERA is 4th overall in the American League at 2.87. He is dominating with the fastball, but also has really developed the secondary pitches, including a very good curveball to go with it. For CC Sabathia, he leads the American League with 19 wins. He's never won 20. He has won a Cy Young Award. He's looking for number 20. He was denied against Baltimore in his last start, so he's going to try it again tonight here at the Trop. He's a guy that averages 240 innings a year. He's got the 93 to 95 fastball. Sometimes he can get up there a little bit higher, but one thing that he neutralizes the right-handed hitters with, Dwayne, is that good changeup.
Pitching matchup brought to you by Verizon Wireless. CC Sabathia, never a 20-game winner. He is 19-6 coming in. David Price, already the winningest pitcher for the Rays in a single season, looking to get a chance to win 20. He is 17-6. Pitching matchup brought to you by Verizon Wireless. The signal is yours. Wielded to transmit anything you want. Verizon. Well, when the Rays defeated Sabathia at the beginning of August, they got a well-pitched game from James Shields in the bullpen. Looking for more of the same tonight.
first of 3 from Tropicana Field. Well, we talked about it during the Rays Live pregame show extensively. It is the matchup of the regular season. It could be the matchup of Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. Cy Young Award voters, here's what you have. David Price on one side, CC Sabathia on the other. You look at their career numbers, obviously Sabathia has been at the game a little bit longer. And as we talk to Jim Hickey, B.J. Upton, Carl Crawford, and Price himself about the matchup, for Jim Hickey, it's all about the years spent in the big leagues.
The difference between David and the difference between him and CC is the fact that CC has the track record and he's done it, and he's logged the 230, the 240 innings, where David is just now beginning to come into his own. He's certainly probably in that same class as CC, but I think what separates them is just the fact that CC's done it for a number of years.
It's going to be fun to watch. Could definitely turn into a pitcher's duel. Obviously, you expect the both of them to throw well, and it's going to be intense atmospheres.
That's a great matchup. You know, it don't get no better for the fans, better for us. You know, I like watching it too, see who's going to outdo the other one. But, you know, hopefully our guy wins. But it's definitely a matchup that I love to watch.
Well, this is a big start. It is. I know that. Everybody else knows that. And I'm going to go out there and, you know, just not try and change anything up. Don't try and, you know, overthrow because the adrenaline's going to be pumping for sure. Just go out there and pitch my game.
The adrenaline certainly is flowing. We are 3 minutes and 15 seconds away from Price versus Sabathia. The Rays and the Yankees kicking off a 3-game series in high definition on Sun Sports. Enjoy all the action next with Dwayne Stats and Kevin Kennedy.
The Money Superstore. And by Checkers, little place, big taste. Welcome to Tropicana Field for Game 1 of the series between the Rays and the Yankees. The Rays have a 6-5 advantage in the season series. And in 6 games here at Tropicana Field this year, these two teams, led by Joe Girardi and Joe Madden, have divided those right down the middle at 3-3. Girardi has put together his lineup this way. Derek Jeter leads off at shortstop, followed by Robinson Cano. Mark Teixeira is at first, followed by the cleanup hitter, Alex Rodriguez. Against the lefty, the DH is Marcus Thames. And Jorge Posada is in the lineup tonight, catching, hitting 6th. In left field, Austin Kearns. Curtis Granderson is in center. Rick Golson is the right fielder, batting 9th.
David Price, he's on the mound for the Rays tonight. He comes in at 17-6 in 27 starts with a couple of complete games, an excellent earned run average at 287. Again, that's fourth in the American League and a very low 225 batting average against, and that includes a 203 batting average against left-handed hitters. Defensively, Carl Crawford, B.J. Upton, and Ben Zobrist in the outfield. Left to right around the infield, Evan Longoria, Jason Bartlett, Sean Rodriguez, and Carlos Pena. And behind the plate is Kelly Shopik. And this defensive review is brought to you by Sweet Bay. Live fresh for less.
Well, back in 08, he made his major league debut against New York. In New York, and tonight he squares off against CC Sabathia. David Price delivers the first pitch, and Jeter fouls the fastball back. That's a strike. Jeter starts the night hitting .261.
And not a surprise, Derek jumping on that first pitch. He does that frequently, especially a good fastball pitchers.
And a liner into right field, got some sink on it, and that's going to fall in front of Zobrist for a base hit. So Jeter, as he so often does, takes it to right field, and he has the first base hit.
Yeah, he doesn't waste any time. He sees a couple of fastballs, he's going to jump on it. He knows when David Price gets 2 strikes, he's got the ability to go up the ladder and strike you out with a 98 fastball. So he gets a fastball and shoots it into right field. I think Ben did the right thing and pull it up right there. If he couldn't make the play, that ball might have got by him.
So a base runner for New York, and here's Robinson Cano. He's having the best season of any second baseman in captivity. And he bounces it to second. Rodriguez to Bartlett, first base. Double play on the first pitch to Cano. 4-6-3 and out.
Well, that's a nice turn right there. That wasn't hit that hard easy either. That was not an easy play. A nice feed by Sean Rodriguez. Quick feed to Jason Bartlett. He gets out of the way from Jeter and just does get Cano at first base. That's a nice play and a good call at first base. Just did get Cano.
Base is empty. Here's Teixeira, the first baseman. And Mark Teixeira takes the pitch for a strike. By him at 96. That almost caught him flat-footed. You don't do that very often.
That is right by him. I mean, that is a late swing right there from Teixeira. And he's already opened up a little bit in his stance against David Price tonight.
And he fouls it back. That one at 97. So Price has come out firing.
Now, there are times when David will throw his secondary pitches against good fastball hitting clubs like Toronto, for example, early. But if he's feeling his four-seam fastball and he feels he's got good command, that's all you may see for a couple of innings.
Fastball again. Shopik set up away, and that pitch was off the plate away. 1-2. Down and in. Breaking ball. 2-2. Here's the first half, second half breakout for Teixeira.
Yeah, the batting average a little bit low. He's usually a little bit better hitter than that. Overall comes in at 261.
Ground ball pulled to third. Longoria's got it. Throw to first in time to retire the side. Teixeira hit the fastball. And Longoria made a nice play down at third. No runs ahead, a double play, nobody left. Well, bottom of the first coming. No score. by H.H. Gray. Take a look at Joe Madden's lineup for the Rays against the lefty Sabathia. B.J. Upton leads it off, followed by Jason Bartlett and Carl Crawford. Evan Longoria and Vin Zobrist had a good bat on that road trip. A lot of extra base hits. He hits in front of Carlos Pena with Sean Rodriguez, Willie Ibar, and Kelly Shopping completing the Rays lineup.
And CC Sabathia on the mound. He comes in at 19-6 with a 3.14.
First pitch to Upton is upstairs. A ball and no strikes. Fastball around 90.
ERA in the low threes, 3.14 as I just said. 209 innings pitched. Once again, he's on pace for another 230 inning season.
Upton pops it up. Foul ball right side to Sherrish after it. Near the dugout, has a play and makes the catch.
Here's the rest of the New York Yankees defensively. You just saw Mark Teixeira around the outfield left to right. Austin Kearns, Curtis Granderson, and Craig Golson in right field. Around the infield left to right, it's Alex Rodriguez, Derek Jeter, Robbie Cano, and Mark Teixeira. And behind the plate is Jorge Posada. And again, this defensive review is brought to you by Sweet Bay. Live fresh for less.
Now Jason Bartlett. Jason at 250 on the year. And the pitch is a strike. Sabathia coming off a loss against Baltimore. That was in New York. Foul ball. 0-2. He gave up 6 runs in that game. That matched his season's high. 5 of those were earned. All of that on 9 hits in 6 1/3 innings. And it snapped a winning streak of 6 games he had put together. A ball, 2 strikes. Low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Slider right there, 80 miles an hour. CC's fastball so far about 92, 93. He doesn't really get it up there to 96 or 97 as much anymore, but does have that great equalizer, that excellent changeup.
The pitch in on Bartlett. He pops it up. Short right, and Golson makes the catch. 2 gone on the pop fly to short right. Look at Carl Crawford up there. Crawford a little over 290 lifetime against Sabathia. And he's out in front. Breaking pitch, and that's a strike.
There's that good slider right there, 81 miles an hour. Good depth, starts at the knees, fades away. Carl.
Bounces this one foul and is down in the count. Carl with a very good road trip for the Rays. At 455 average. One ball, 2 strikes. Fastball in off the plate.
Yeah, Posada wanted that one up a little bit right there. He really didn't want it in. He wanted it up. Try to get Carl to chase. He's going to call the same pitch. Fastball up again.
Carl breaks his bat, ball hit by the mound. Jeter in the throw to first. In time, Teixeira keeps his foot on the bag. And the Rays are up and down 1-2-3. On to the second, no score.
We're lined up waiting for us.
You know it's a big series then, right?
Absolutely. I mean, everybody's so excited. The fact that one half game separates these two teams.
Guys, it's going to be a live chat all night long. Dave Scheiber on FoxSportsFlorida.com. Click on the Rays link. Back to you.
First pitch in the second inning is a fastball from David Price. Mid-90s, and Alex Rodriguez looked at it for a strike. Rodriguez third in the American League with 105 runs batted in. 1-1 to count. And he pops it up high, pop foul. It's going to wind up out of play. Shopping to the railing, but no chance. And it's 1-2. Miguel Cabrera at the top of that list with 116, and then Jose Bautista with 110. It's the 14th time in A-Rod's career that he has gotten to the century mark and runs batted in. Sean Rodriguez, Sean Rod, takes care of that.
That's what I write now, Sean Rod. That's right. Little ground ball at the end of the bat. Another fastball by Alex Rodriguez. You know, just looking at that board a moment ago with Bautista on there. Club just was in Toronto. Miguel Bautista has to be an MVP candidate for me. You know.
Oh, I think you're right. You know, he leads the majors in home runs, and he's had just a monster year. There's no question about that. Marcus Thames. 1 ball, no strikes.
You know, Robbie Cano's gotten a lot of play. Josh Hamilton of Texas gotten a lot of play. You never hear any Rays mentioned. But
I think Crawford should be in that conversation.
Absolutely. Why not?
1-1 to count. Well, take a look at all this here. You know, Bautista and Cabrera, Cano, as we mentioned, what a year he's had, and Crawford with Hamilton. I mean, that's a great conversation.
It really is. I mean, winning has to count for something, and I always believe these types of awards.
And a one-hopper. Sean Rod again from the shift takes care of Thames. Sean Rodriguez on the shortstop side of second. He's everywhere.
Now, there's a right-handed shift. You don't see many managers do that, but there's a right-handed shift with Sean playing on the shortstop side of second base. Take a look right there. Here, this is Sean Rodriguez going to catch this ball. That's your second baseman. And he had to wait and pick it and read that big hop. Had a lot of topspin on it and make a nice play to throw out Marcus Thames. It's a nice play. But yeah, I think winning has to count for something, and you're talking about the 2 best records in baseball playing tonight. If Robinson Cano's a candidate, certainly Carl Crawford should be a candidate for MVP.
Here's Posada. Ball, no strikes. Crawford gives you not only those offensive numbers, but that great defense.
That's right. Speed on the bases.
Posada fouls it.
Since he's taken over the 3 spot in the order, too, he's thrived in that role. He's done a nice job.
Yeah, he's had great numbers throughout his career in September and has stepped it up this September. Right by Posada. 1-2.
This is 97. See Shopik setting up in, and David Price hits his spot. That is a beautiful and well executed pitch right there. Above his hands with intent.
And a swing and a miss. Posada's out on strikes. 1, 2, 3. No score, mid-2. tonight's game and all season long. Tires Plus donates $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Rays home run televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida. Evan Longoria to lead off here in the home half of the second. Then Ben Zobrist, followed by Carlos Pena. Down and in. Breaking ball.
Speaking of MVPs, Evan was my preseason pick. So, you know what? 98 RBIs and 21 home runs, 296, 44 doubles.
Yeah, he's going to be right there.
Yeah, I think that's in Gold Glove, third base play defensively. I think that's of consideration. Tied for first in Major League Baseball in doubles with the 44 with Miguel Cabrera and Jason Worth of the Phillies.
Yeah, 7th in runs batted in. He's in the top 10 in runs scored. 9th there. 2 balls and a strike.
Got 5 triples and 15 stolen bases to go with those other offensive numbers.
A little bit off the plate.
That was a ball. That's Tom Hallion behind the plate. You see Jorge Posada had a little conversation with Tom trying to get that pitch for CC Sabathia, but guarantee you Jorge doesn't want that called when he's at the plate.
Wave and a miss. So the count's going to be full.
3-1 pitch right here up the ladder. When CC will come back with that changeup sometimes.
And a swing and a miss. 3-2 fastball. He kept it away.
Yeah, up and away. I think it was a ball. He went out of the zone. Jorge Posada setting up outside, and it was just off the outside corner and a little bit high. A little bit of tailing action to it, too. I think the height was okay. I think it was probably 3 or 4 inches away, but too close to take.
One away for Ben Zobrist. He's high. Well, Ben with 4 doubles and 3 home runs and 11 runs batted in on the Rays road trip. So that run production bat came to life for Zobrist on that last trip. A 1-1 count.
Well, that's a good time too for Ben to get hot. He's played in 132 games. You see his numbers there, the 10 home runs and the 252 batting average. We know he's better than that. He's gone through a little tough streak prior to this road trip. The final 20 games to get him going again, that would be awesome.
And he lines it back into right center field. Wilson on the run, and he reaches up to make the catch on the warning track. Wilson read that one well and got back to the track to haul it in.
Yeah, he sure did. He tracked it well, had a good angle on it. And that was just a bullet hit by Ben Zobrist. Well struck right here. Goes right with this fastball. And you got to give the young right fielder some credit there. He just made a nice play. He read it very well.
Two gone for Carlos Pena. He fouls it back. You look at the lifetime numbers for Pena against Sabathia. That batting average not always the highest. In fact, he's just 4 for 32 against him. But 2 of those 4 hits are home runs, and that's a familiar theme for Carlos Pena in his matchups with opposing pitchers. He's behind now, 2 strikes.
Well, you're right, Dwayne. It's Carlos's MO. I mean, it's pretty much all or nothing at all. You see the 4 for 32, 17 punch outs. those 32 at-bats with the 2 home runs.
Base is empty, 2 outs. And he is called out on strikes, looking at a fastball. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. We're through 2, no score.
Hernandez, Senior Vice President for the Tampa Bay Rays. A lot of buzz in the air tonight, not only for this game, but looking forward to postseason. If fans were interested in getting tickets for postseason, what's the best way?
It's the most common question we're getting right now, Todd. And the way to guarantee yourself a ticket to every postseason game this year is to put a deposit down and reserve your spot to be a season ticket holder for the 2011 season. Those deposits start at just $350. And you can call 888-FAN-RAISE, and there's all sorts of options. But if you do that, you can guarantee yourself a ticket to all of the 10 potential playoff games.
So that's how you get postseason tickets now. As Austin Kearns leads off, what's remaining for the rest of the regular season?
We have a couple of great weekends left. We still have 2 more Friday Fest, which is a big party, and you can't go wrong with the Blue Storm and a free T-shirt every Friday night in Captain Morgan. We have 2 great concerts left. First, Adam Lambert, and then Brett Michaels is coming back. Somebody you and I used to rock out to, I think, right? Yeah, I don't want to admit it, but it's true. And then a couple of family fun days, too, which are terrific ways to spend the day with the family. So some great offerings still coming up.
Mark, thanks for the time. We appreciate it.
Always. Thank you.
Guys, that's the update on tickets for regular season to postseason. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, fellas. There's a strike to Austin Kearns. 2-1 to count now. Well, a lot of good baseball left here during the regular season, including 2 more with the Yankees tomorrow night and Wednesday. The Angels in for that fun weekend. Kearns pounds it out of play. It's a 2-2 count. And then postseason, and of course, the Rays have at stake is trying to win the division, which would give them the home field advantage through the first 2 rounds of postseason play. Rays and the Yankees right now with the 2 best records in baseball, and the Rays trailing New York by a half game. So that's a big difference.
It is, and these are the 2 teams that could match it up in the American League Championship Series right here. So tonight, tomorrow, and the next night, I mean, it's just playoff atmosphere.
Swing and a miss on the fastball. Kearns out on strikes. That one clocking in at 96. Tonight's telecast is on AFN, American Forces Network, broadcasting to the U.S. Armed Forces serving in 175 countries and aboard ships at sea, watching around the world in Iraq, Germany, Italy, Southwest Asia, South Korea, and Japan. We welcome you all and salute you for your service. And a personal welcome to my nephew who's in South Korea right now.
Awesome. Is that right?
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, they're seeing a good one tonight.
And another strike to Curtis Granderson. 0-2. Granderson at 245. Upstairs, fastball at 97.
David went up the ladder on Austin Kearns and came all the way back from a 2-0 count, struck him out on a high fastball. He tried to do the same thing there to Curtis Granderson. They're tough to lay off of.
Strike three called. More hard stuff. 3 consecutive strikeouts. They got Posada swinging to end the second. Kearns swinging to start the third, and now Granderson looking.
Yeah, the thing about David is when he's feeling his fastball and he has command of it, I mean, that is 97 on the black of home plate. Tom Hallion, that just does tick the outside corner. That's a strike. Good overhead shot right there. Definitely too close to take, but it definitely got the black of home plate. And Tom Hallion's all pumped up about this tonight, too.
That's good to see that. His umpire's good with the program.
Yep, she's got some energy behind the plate.
Want to know the count to Greg Olson.
Strikeout calls.
Yeah. Pitch is down. The Yankees got Golson from the Texas Rangers last January. He was originally a first-round pick by the Phillies back in 2004. A chopper to third. Longoria takes care of it. 1, 2, 3 to go the Yankees. 3 strikeouts in the game. 2 coming in the third for Price, Kearns, and Granderson. No score mid-3. Petersburg Times, winner of 2 2009 Pulitzer Prizes for excellence in journalism. Subscribe to the Times, the official newspaper of the Rays, by calling 877 The Times or visiting TampaBay.com. John Rodriguez leading off the home half of the third. This is too low. John hitting .256 for the year, .300 against left-handed pitching. But again, this is no ordinary left-handed pitching he's facing tonight. A 1-1 count.
Yeah, CC Sabathia will throw some cutters also. That looked like one right there that Sean hit off the end of the bat. Third inning here. We haven't seen the changeup yet, really, from CC. Well, there you are.
You asked for it, you got it.
I knew it was coming sooner than later. What makes him so tough? Look at that depth on this one. Fades away, 86 miles an hour. Good arm speed on it.
A ball, 2 strikes. One and one. Sabathia on the year, 1-1 against the Rays with 1 no decision. Holds the count, 2-2. It's a little low.
Sean read that changeup pretty well.
Run the count full. Longoria went 3-2 and chased a fastball away. 3-2 here to Rodriguez. And a swing and a miss. He came right back with another changeup. Third strikeout for Sabathia. And tonight's text poll question brought to you by Autoway. Who will win more games over the next 5 years? TB1 to David Price, TB2 for CC Sabathia. Text your vote to 789-789. Standard message and data rates apply. Willie Ibar, pitch is low and into him. Ball, no strikes. David Price 25, Sabathia 30. Two balls, no strikes.
Well, that changeup that you saw CC strike out Sean Rodriguez with, that's why he's had a better differential versus right-handed batters. Righties hit 234 off and lefties 266.
There's a strike. And you know, that's kind of interesting compared to last year when he was much better against left-handers.
Yeah, and he's got the pitches to do it. It's not just the changeup getting right-handers out. He's got a good hard slider. It's tough on lefties.
Willie fouls it up the right side, 2-2. Take a look at his career splits. Lefties 238, but they're at 266, as you pointed out this year. Last year they were under 200.
And really what that would tell me is that his breaking ball hasn't been as sharp against lefties this year. That's really what that indicates without even having seen every one of his starts. And the feel of his changeup on right-handers fading away has been a very good pitch for him, which it normally is. And not that you can't throw changeups to lefties, but a lot of lefties don't like to do that to a left-handed hitter because it might come down and into their power slot in their swing.
And Ibar takes it low. So full count to Willie. One out with the bases empty. Rays looking for their first base runner. The Yankees had a base runner to start the game. Jeter and Cano grounded into the double play. Chopper to short. Jeter. That ball stayed down. And Jeter makes the pickup. And Ibar is out number 2.
Number 10, Chopper.
3-2 fastball, 94 miles an hour. Gets Ibar.
Kelly Shoppett doing the catching tonight for David Price. batting against Sabathia. It's 4 for 13 lifetime against Sabathia. He goes after the first pitch, bouncing the fastball foul. Sabathia ahead of the Rays catcher, 0-2.
Get it over slider right there is all that was. That was a very hittable pitch. I'm sure Kelly was looking for a fastball there, though.
And a line drive base hit. He got a fastball, 0-2. Lines it into left, and the Rays had their first hit.
Yep, Kelly stayed with it. He stayed with looking for a fastball the whole sequence. And he jumped all over that one at 95 miles an hour. Tried to go away. Ball ran over the middle a little bit. Kelly was all over it. Nice fluid swing.
So the Rays get their first base runner, a 2-out single in the third. B.J. Upton steps in. He takes it high. Sabathia 8-5 on the road. He has been almost unbeatable at home. He's 11-1 at home, with a 256 in that earned run mark, over a run per game more, 375 on the road.
Yeah, he's been doing some things at home, the likes of Whitey Ford, until that Baltimore got him in his last start at home. One of the reasons the Yankees certainly want home field advantage.
Yep.
Also, the playoffs.
Jay laid off. There was an attempt at a 2-0 change, I think, and that was up and away.
You're right. Yep. Now they know BJ's been hitting some home runs lately, so they're just kind of keeping him honest. See if they get a swing on that changeup, but the pitch wasn't close. And now you got to think too. This is not really an automatic take, at least. That's what the Yankees are thinking. If he throws a fastball right down the middle, BJ may be trying to hit this thing out of the ballpark. So I'm sure that's what Posada is talking to Sabathia about.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you get a pitcher the likes of Sabathia, and you think, hey, this might be one of the few hittable pitchers
That's
you
right.
get.
Well, that's the way I look at it.
Jay takes a strike.
Well, he painted him up. That's a good pitch. That wasn't just down the middle. That was on the outside corner at the knees. Looked like BJ was taken all the way, but I mean that pitch, he just paints him. They're not going to swing at that anyway.
3-1, and he fouls it. So we're back full.
That's just a good reminder, though, by Jorge Posada, the veteran catcher, even though you got a veteran pitcher. Just a reminder that BJ's been hot for power lately, and don't just take it for granted. You got to make a quality strike 3-0, and he did. Now he's back to full right here.
And it's upstairs, high with a fastball. That moves Shopik into second on the walk drawn by Upton. Two men on with 2 men out for Jason Bartlett. The Rays up and down the lineup sprinkled in here with some pretty good lifetime numbers against Sabathia. Bartlett being one of them. He started the game hitting .318 lifetime against him. One and oh.
Well, you know Joe Madden looks at that. No question about that. He loves those matchups. Put his best 9 out there against CC.
1-1.
Slider followed by a changeup right here. Got the call. This was a strike.
A ball and 2 strikes, and that changeup disappeared.
Yeah.
That was a very good pitch.
Doubled up on it right there. It was 87 miles an hour down.
Bartlett behind in the count now with 2 men on. And a line drive going to be caught by Cano. And the Rays lead 2. We're through 3, no score. GMC dealers. Buddy's Home Furnishings, where there's no credit needed and up to 6 months, same as cash. And by AT&T, find out what's possible with the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, rethink possible. From Tropicana Field tonight, it's been a lively crowd for this great pitching matchup between David Price and CC Sabathia. And the 2 teams with the top 2 records in baseball, the Rays and the Yankees. Derek Jeter, top of the order for New York. And the first pitch fastball, strike 1.
Derek got that base hit for the Yankees in the first. The first 2 fastballs he saw, he took a hack at, and the second one he dropped in front of Ben Zobrist in right field.
And a fastball missed that time. 1-1.
That's good location though. Coming up and in. Didn't miss by much.
High fly ball back into right. Zobrist not get to the track, just makes the catch before he stepped on the track. 1 away. And it's time for the AT&T trivia question tonight. 6 pitchers have gone for their 20th win of the season. through the years against the Rays. Who's the only one to lose in his attempt at gaining number 20? Robinson Cano. CC Sabathia coming into this game 19-6, looking for number 20. Good to strike to Cano.
Wow, that's just good fastball command. Look at the execution on this pitch right here. 96 on the black of home plate at the knees.
That's a foul ball. Slicing out of play. Well, David Price, just 25 years old. They're making his 28th start of the year, coming in 17-6, and he has a lot of great career ahead of him, but he wants to be one of the elite. 1 ball, 2 strikes. These are the kinds of games that the guys who want to be that guy love to participate in.
Yeah, I think so too. I think David's a smart pitcher too. You know, he's only thrown, I think, 1 breaking ball tonight. Threw a curveball in the first inning.
There's one. All you have to do is mention something and they deliver for you.
Well, I start seeing patterns and I start feeling it as a catcher. It's time for a breaking ball because Cano, you know, he's a good fastball hitter. And you got to give him a different look once in a while.
2-2 count.
Well, I say David's smart. I mean, he's thinking. You can see what the hitters are trying to do.
And he comes right back in on him with a good fastball, tied him up,
Sure
and he
did.
fought it off to foul it away.
That's exactly what I was thinking after the curve, come right up and in on him, and he did. And, you know, Robbie did a nice job getting his hands inside it. He's tough. Tough hitter. That's why he's hitting 316.
Yeah, he's had just a sensational year for New York. 2-2. Ooh, pretty close. And the count is 4.
That's a tough one to take, but good eye by Robbie Cano.
Wow. That looked like a strike.
Liked it.
Yeah, sure did.
That's a strike from the side. That's got knees for sure. Got a break there. That was a money pitch that David Price just made. He shouldn't have to make it twice.
3-2. And a foul ball. Yeah, and he hasn't been missing either, so you'd love to see him get that call.
Yeah, and Tom Hallion's been having a nice strikeout call tonight, so he likes that.
Here's some of the premier matchups Price has had this year. Cliff Lee, John Lester, Andy Pettit, Josh Johnson, the Marlins, Jared Weaver. You know, he's 1-3 with a no decision. So he knows that those are the head-to-head matchups that he needs to win. Great opportunity here, going straight up against New York and CC Sabathia. Back into center field. Upton to its right. Got a great read and makes the catch in routine fashion. 2 gone.
Yeah, that was a good battle from an MVP candidate in the American League, Robinson Cano, and a definite Cy Young Award candidate in the American League, and David Price. And David wins this battle. That's a fastball really right down the middle. Pretty well. A little too much hang time, and DJ Upton's able to run it down.
Here's Teixeira chopping one to short. Bartlett up with it. The throw in time. 1-2-3. Go the Yankees. No score. Bottom of the 4th coming. No score here. Our AT&T trivia question. 6 pitchers have gone for their 20th win in a season against the Rays. Who's the only one to lose in that attempt? Well, that's CC Sabathia on the 2nd of October in 09 when the Rays got him for 9 runs, 5 earned in 2 2/3. B.J. Upton had a big day that day. Here's Carl Crawford. Shortens on the bat, takes the pitch inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Crawford, followed by Longoria, and then Zobrist. One and one. Crawford out short to first, his first time. Crawford did not go. 2 and 1. Well, here's that last attempt for Sabathia at 20, and Upton had a very big day. He went 5 for 5. That's a day hit for the cycle. And a strike to Crawford. The count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Upton homered that day to give him the cycle, and that came off Jonathan Alvaladeo. 6 RBIs in that game for Upton. Crawford pounds it back. Count still 2-2.
Well, and that's the other part of why on a 3-0 count that Jorge Posada went out to talk to CC Sabathia. Pitchers don't forget when guys have great days against them like that.
And a tap foul. Crawford kind of reaching and protecting all at the same time on that pitch.
Rays are making CC work a little bit here in the last inning plus.
Yeah, they really worked him in the 3rd inning. He had 3 full counts and made 27 pitches in the 3rd. Fly ball, a little hop fly down that right side, and that's going to be foul. They had Cano to Sharon Colson all trying to get there, but it fell in among the 3 of them.
Yeah, I think from our vantage point, it looked like, boy, if it's fair, Crawford's got a double or a triple, but I think CC thought it was foul all the way. He wasn't really running. Just a matter if one of the 3 fielders was going to get to the ball in foul territory.
Earl back in to look at another 2-2 pitch. And he shoots this one just fouled up the right side. And that one had extra bases written on it.
Sure did. First base umpire, that's Ron Kulpa down there. As the ball is hooking as it comes toward you right there, and he got the call right.
Another 2-2 pitch to be made by CC Sabathia. Crawford out on strikes. The tag by Posada. First out here in the 4th. Don't forget to follow the Rays on your iPhone, iPod Touch, BlackBerry, and Android phone with MLB.com at Bat 2010, featuring play-by-play, video highlights, and live audio broadcasts. Visit RaysBaseball.com today on your iPhone, iPod Touch, Android, or BlackBerry for more details. Evan Longoria, one of 4 strikeouts posted tonight by Sabathia. The pitch is inside off the plate, 1-0. That's wide. 2-0.
That's a good take right there. That was close, but it was definitely outside. It's the type of pitch right there you roll over to shortstop on.
Ground ball to shortstop. Jeter to Teixeira. Well, this game is shaping up to be what we thought it might here with these two superb left-handers, Price and Sabathia.
Yeah, you're really looking at the top two Cy Young Award candidates, I think, in the American League tonight. Both guys are matching zeros here in this game.
Well, Sabathia 19-6, Price 17-6. Sabathia is 6th in the league in earned run average at .314. Price 4th in the American League at ERA with a .287. Here's Ben Zobrist. Which is a strike. And it's a high fly ball into right. Goldson is there, and the Rays are up and down 1-2-3. On to the 5th. No score. Brought to you by Just for Men Hair Color. The Yankees in for 2 more on this series. Nova and Garza tomorrow, Hughes and Shields on Wednesday, and then the Angels. As we look forward to the upcoming rain schedule, you can live forward with Just for Men Hair Color. Alex Rodriguez, the cleanup man, to lead off the 5th inning for New York. Is out in front and misses the changeup. Boy, he was all geared for the hard stuff, because that's primarily what the Yankees have seen all night from Price.
Yeah, that's his first changeup. That was a good one, too. 83 miles an hour.
1-1, followed it with a fastball.
That's why I say David's smart. He gets it. He just mixes in his off speed just enough to keep him honest.
Fly ball into left. Crawford takes care of that. 1 away. And Marcus Thames, the DH, is on his way to the plate. Make a note to bring the family out for Family Fun Day, presented by the St. Petersburg Times. That's this coming Sunday, the 19th. The Rays take on the Angels, and the first 10,000 kids 14 and under receive this Rays Superhero Cake presented by superpages.com. Visit raysbaseball.com for details and tickets. Timms takes the pitch down. Rays have the shift on again for the right-handed hitting Timms. 1-1. Timms hitting .324 coming into this game against lefties.
Yeah, he's had some big hits for the Yankees. He's swung the bat very well. Tried to cheat on that one. Turn on one.
It's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, the last 4 years coming into this season, his home run to at bat ratio, a home run every 14.5 at bats. Seen a lot of action against lefties. Bounces it foul.
That was a big curveball. I don't think that's where David wanted that one. That was up in the zone. We want to bury that one down in the dirt and try to get a chase out of it. For strike 3.
Throws this one in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, now he wants something in between. He made an adjustment, that's for sure. He didn't want to hang another one. I think you'll see him go fastball up right here, north and south, up the ladder right here.
Price gave up the leadoff single to Jeter. Got him erased on the Cano double play ball, and that's been it. That's all Price has allowed so far. 1 out into the 5th. And the fastball is foul.
He went fastball away. That was a pretty good swing by Timms. 96. Fouled it straight back. He was right on it.
Swing and a high fly to left, not overly deep. Crawford takes care of that. 2 outs here in the 5th.
David Price has had the electric fastball again tonight. 96 to 98 at times, going up the ladder when he needs to, down and away when he needs to. Mixed in a couple of curveballs and also showed a very good changeup to Alex Rodriguez. And there's your candidates for him right there. With Cy Young.
Yep. 4 outstanding young pitchers. Sabathia, a veteran, but still just 30. Jorge Posada takes the pitch up, 1-0. Posada did play in the game last night against Texas, or late yesterday afternoon against Texas. He did not play in the first 2 games of that series. He had a mild concussion last Tuesday. And in the starting lineup here in the first game of this series. Two and 0 to count. Two and 1.
Good 2-0 pitch by David, down and away. Good swing by Jorge, but that's good location for David Price. Staying out of the power area.
Stairs. You talk about contrasting styles of left-handers from one day to the next. They saw Cliff Lee yesterday in Texas, and he pretty much dominated them. And now another left-hander with a different approach to getting things done. And Posada draws the walk. First walk given up by Price, and that's the first base runner since the start of the game when Jeter led off with a base hit.
Yeah, I think of those 4 candidates we saw on the board a moment ago. Trevor Cahill and Buchholz included, and CC Sabathia, David Price. I mean, if you look at pure dominance, I don't think there's any question David Price is the most dominant pitcher with just a raw fastball. CC's got a good one still, but you see him pitching at 92. Buchholz can get it to 95, but David has the best fastball.
Now Austin Kearns. And he takes a big cut at a fastball, fouling it back. Strike 1.
And that's 96, and he can maintain it. He pitches at 96 to 97. He just doesn't get it there. And he can get it up to 98, 99 when he wants to strike out. But I think what's made him successful this year is really the secondary pitches, the curveball, occasional changeup, still has a slider. It's a curve right there.
Down and in. 1-1. The Rays have a base hit and a walk through the first 4 innings, and now the Yankees have a base hit and a walk through the first 4 2/3. Posada at first. He takes off. The pitch is a strike, and the throw is in time. Posada out trying to literally swipe second base. That retires the side. Tropic throws him out. No score. Mid-5. The Yankees and the Rays are scoreless, and we welcome to our telecast Jim Hickey, the Rays pitching coach. And Jim, for a pitching coach, tonight has to be just the best of all time.
Well, I was actually looking forward to this game even before it started, just almost from a fan's perspective. But from a pitching coach perspective, it's wonderful. But I think from any kind of a baseball fan's perspective, it's really got to be something.
Hey, Jim, maybe touch on the development of David Price, although this year for sure, but even last year in the second half, he started pitching better. He's been throwing the curveball now. We saw a great change, by the way, to A-Rod.
Yes.
First pitch. But touch on that a little bit.
Yeah, that was really a nice changeup right there. But, you know, he's done a lot of things. He was primarily a four-seam fastball pitcher and a slider pitcher, and he's kind of morphed into a four-seamer, two-seamer, curveball, changeup, and he also throws the slider, too. He's made so many adjustments in such a short period of time. It's almost hard to believe that he's able to do that at this level and have the success that he's had, and it just goes to show you, what a special individual he is, and I think it really reflects on his aptitude that he's able to do that.
Yeah, Jim, you've been around some really great pitchers in this game over in Houston and here, and it'd be kind of interesting to get your take on how young, and you mentioned the aptitude of David Price, and a kid who really wants to be among the elite. like the Clemens and the Pettits and the Oswalds, guys like that you were around?
He really does want to be among the elite, and a lot of people want to be among the elite but probably never have a chance to get there. But David truly does have a chance to be one of the best pitchers, if not the best pitcher in the game for a number of years to come. And I think all those great pitchers share, something in common, more than one thing in common, but they all have that drive, and he's certainly driven to do that. And not only is he's driven, and he's willing to pay the price too, which a lot of times, that becomes the difference.
Jim, does he not only learning from you and watching video and all that, but does he also watch the opposition, guys like CC and John Lester? Because he's always matched up against somebody that's also an ace.
Every time one of those really elite left-handed pitchers gets out there, CC, John Lester, over Cliff Lee, I try to get him to watch, and he's already watching, and he kind of makes fun because they all have the really pretty deliveries, and he's trying to iron his out where he can repeat and repeat and repeat. And that's exactly when he'll become the top of the game, day in and day out type of a pitcher, when he gets a little bit more body control and therefore has a little bit more consistency with the pitches, day in and day out. I mean, right now you're seeing a great example of what David can do on a nightly basis.
All right, Jim, we'll let you get back to your fun, whether it's from a fan's point of view or a pitching coach's point of view or a broadcaster's point of view. We're having a little fun up here as well. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Jim Hickey, the Rays pitching coach, joining us here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 2 strikes to count here on Rodriguez. Pena struck out on a slider.
Yeah, just got to get him a run or two now. He's pitching so well. But, to me, David, he does have an efficient delivery, too. A lot like some of the other lefties. I think his delivery is very efficient.
And Rodriguez is out on strikes. A couple pretty good sliders in this inning from Sabathia.
Yeah, it sure is. Tough one on Pena. He throws one right here to Sean Rodriguez. Good depth on that one. That is just tough. See the check swing, couldn't hold up. Definitely got out in front.
Now Willie Ibar. Ibar went to 3-2 his first time and grounded out to Jeter. Sabathia starts him with a strike. One and one. We mentioned Sabathia. We had him up there on that list among potential Cy Young Award winners. He already has a Cy Young Award, winning that in 2007 when he went 19-7. And had it not been for Ichiro, he might have been Rookie of the Year too.
Yeah, that's right.
Ichiro won it that year when Sabathia broke in.
Well, he's a horse too. For the most part, he stays healthy. He makes his 33, 34 starts, and he gives you 225 to 235 innings during the regular season.
Oh, strike called on the outside corner. He started that one wide, and it caught the strike zone. We are through 5, no score. Field in this matchup between David Price and CC Sabathia. Get some friends together and help the Rays battle it out against the Yankees again tomorrow night and Wednesday here at the Trop. Visit RaysBaseball.com or call 888-FAN-RAYS for more information on group tickets right now. Austin Kearns leads off the 6th. The pitch is down. He was at the plate when Posada was caught trying to swipe second base. That ended the top of the 5th.
That was another first pitch changeup right there in case Kearns was trying to cheat on that first fastball.
And a high fly ball to center field. And Upton is right there. One away here in the 6th inning. Let's check in with Todd Callis.
Well, Dwayne, the Yankees have their outfielders batting 7, 8, 9 tonight. Robinson Cano with a number 2 spot for the first time this season because normally that's a Nick Swisher slot. But Swisher was going to have an MRI tomorrow on a bruised knee. He and Brett Gardner have missed the last 2 games. That's why Cano is batting number 2. Gardner got a little cortisone shot in the wrist. He's going to try and swing the bat tomorrow, but the Yankees still unsure about Gardner or Swisher's availability in this series, guys.
Granderson fouls one back. Yes, Swisher. He had a tender right elbow in mid-August and now has that problem with the knee. And of course the Rays know how dangerous he is. He's been a major force against the Rays in that Yankee lineup.
Yeah, he's a big difference maker in that lineup, especially I think when he hits second. Right in front of Mark Teixeira.
Swing and a miss right by Granderson with a mid-90s fastball. 2 up, 2 down in the 6th. It's a reminder now to be on the lookout for the Miller Lite Taste Greatness moment later in the game tonight. Well, David Price has given up a base hit and a walk, but to this point he's still only faced the minimum number of hitters. Golson takes the pitch down and away. Greg Golson grounded out to third his first time.
I think you can certainly understand what Jorge Posada was trying to do on running first move on David Price. The way David's throwing, trying to get somebody in a scoring position when Kearns was left at the plate in the 5th. But Shopik made a nice throw and they got the call down there at second base. It was close. Did that on his own.
Well, he'll do that once in a while. Yeah. You know, he has 3 steals, and that's the first time he's been caught this year.
Yep. Element of surprise right there. Nothing wrong with that. Smart. Smarter if you're in there safely, though.
That's right. Fly ball and a strikeout so far in the 6th inning. Golson with the count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball, right center field. Zobrist makes the call. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. Bottom of the 6th coming. No score. expected. David Price, 4 strikeouts. He's given up just 1 hit and a walk through 5. Sabathia has struck out 7, allowed the Rays 1 hit and a walk. And we are scoreless as we head into the bottom half of the 6th. Kelly Shopping will lead off here. Sabathia coming off a 1-2-3 strikeout to side 5th. Shopping has the base hit for the Rays.
Yeah, he sat on a fastball in the 3rd inning, and with 2 strikes, he got a fastball, and he lined a single sharply to left field. That was it. The only hit for the Rays.
And a ground ball to 3rd. Rodriguez makes the play and the throw. 1 away in the home half of the 6th. Coming up Saturday the 18th, the Rays take on the Angels, and after the game you can catch Adam Lambert in the Summer Concert Series presented by Hess Express. Visit RaysBaseball.com to get your tickets now for that night out. That's a 7 o'clock game. Now B.J. Upton. Big swing and a miss by B.J. on a pitch coming into him. He almost swung out of his right shoe there. He walked in the 3rd.
That's what these types of games going to come down to. It might see 1 long ball. That's it. It could be a difference maker. I think BJ was trying to do that.
1-1 to count.
When you're looking for 1 mistake, you're hoping for 1 mistake as a hitter, but neither David Price or CC Sabathia is putting anything over the heart of the plate.
BJ with 2 career home runs off Sabathia. And that takes the count to 2-1. Hopper, foul ball, first base side to Shara near the stands. Has room. 2 gone. For the 2nd time tonight, Upton fouls out to the first baseman, Mark Teixeira.
Yeah, he tracks it well. He finds his spot, where he's at, how many strides he has toward the fence, and picks it off. Does a nice job. Of course, he's a Gold Glover. And that was a 2-1 changeup, not a surprise from CC Sabathia. And had the fans interfered, they would have called BJ out, because that ball was reachable for Teixeira. He didn't go into the stands.
Bartlett out in front of the changeup, strike 1. And Ron Culpa, the first base umpire, was right on top of the play.
Yeah. Now, if that's in the stands and Teixeira goes in there, that's fair game for the fans. But if it's at the edge right there, the railing, you can't go over that and interfere with the fielder.
One ball, 1 strike, the count to Jason Bartlett. Jason. Fly ball to right in the 1st. He lined to 2nd in the 3rd. A little bit low. 2-1. Take a look at that pitch.
Yeah, there's been a couple down there that Tom Hallion has not called on both sides. That have been right at the knees, but overall he's been pretty consistent.
Going to take the count to 3-1.
Well, does he throw the changeup?
He's thrown a couple in this sequence.
Yeah, he's got confidence in it. He's got a good feel for it. He's also had a better feel for his slider here in the last couple of innings. Had a couple strikeouts last inning on that slider. Fastball away.
Bartlett hits it on the ground to Jeter. Jeter makes the play, and 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. We're headed into the 7th, no score. Sign up at Cain's Furniture for a chance to meet one of your favorite Rays. And if the Rays pitchers strike out 10 hitters in a game at home, log on to CainsStrikeout.com and get a coupon for a free Papa John's pizza. Get the Cain's today. As we go to the 7th inning, the Yankees will have the top of the order. Jeter, Cano, and Teixeira due up. David Price has made 74 pitches and faced the minimum number of hitters. Gave up a base hit to Jeter in the first. He was erased on a double play. Posada walked with 2 outs in the 5th and was caught trying to steal.
Yeah, this is where you have to watch Jeter. He'll do anything to get on, including drag a bunt.
And the first pitch in there, a strike, a fastball.
And Evan Longoria was up even with the bag, anticipating a possible leadoff bunt here by Jeter. Move back a couple strides now to count 0-1.
Foul back, Canal to play. 0-2. Ball wound up in the upper deck. Two strikes to Jeter. Ball, 2 strikes.
That almost got Derek Jeter on the back kneecap. 96-mile-an-hour fastball.
A little low, 2-2. Yankees on a 9-game, 10-day road trip. Take a look at how close this pitch was.
Yeah, not really getting that call. This one shows that it had the height was okay, knee high, a little bit in. Comes a two-seamer right here, sinker.
Jeter got a piece of it to stay alive, fouling it away.
How about that, a 96-mile-an-hour sinker? David Price is pumped up. It's a good pitch. It had some sinking action to it, too. Derek Jeter stays alive.
0-2 again. And a high fly ball down the right field line. That ball is a foul ball. Just foul as it sliced to the right side of the foul pole. And the count is still 2-2.
Yeah, I want to see if that was a changeup. It was up and away. And one of the few mistakes it did, yeah, it was indeed a changeup. Take a look right here. And look, it's up. And that Jeter loves that. Of course, in Yankee Stadium, he does this all the time. And it just does slice foul.
Well, there's the one mistake.
One mistake. He's made one mistake tonight and gets a foul ball out of it.
Count is still 2-2.
Yeah, that's why Shopik went out there. They went out to see, hey, what do you want to do here? Probably go right at him again with a fastball.
And a bounding ball to third. Longoria makes the play. Jeter's out 5-3 to start the seventh. Tonight's Land Rover recap. Let's take a look at what offense these teams have been able to muster. Jeter a base hit in the first. Here's a race and a double play. Shopik a 2-out single in the third inning. He was left on base. And folks, that's the offense. 2 singles tonight. A couple of walks in the mix as well, but that's it.
Well, you're seeing why the 2 leading Cy Young Award candidates are on the mound tonight. That's why there's no offense. David Price and CC Sabathia matched up.
Cano hits it on the ground and past the diving Pena into right. And there's a base hit. Cano on the first pitch gets it through the right side.
Curveball right here. David not happy with his execution on it. So he left it up middle in. He wanted it down and away. Did get a ground ball out of it. A lot of times you'll see Carlos Pena, anything hit that way, you think he was going to make that play. He gave it a great effort. Just a little bit out of reach to his right. But David didn't want that ball up like that. That's why he's mad at himself.
Here's Teixeira. And a move to first. Teixeira's grounded to third and to short. The pitch down. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, Price hasn't had to pitch from the stretch much tonight. He threw 1 pitch from the stretch in the first inning, 3 pitches from the stretch in the fifth, and now here in the seventh, he has a man at first with 1 out.
That's just to keep the Yankees honest right there, that they don't try to run first move again. Doubtful that Cano will run early in the count with Teixeira at the plate, but that's a good move by David to throw over there.
Upstairs.
And now you really got to concentrate really on Mark Teixeira and not really worry about the runner, because this guy can hurt you with the long ball.
2-0 the count. Upstairs again. And Price has been up a little bit more in this inning than the previous 6.
Yeah, he's going to back off now, take some time and regroup and try to make an adjustment and get some nice finish on this pitch right here. Now Teixeira, of course, will swing 3-0. You got to understand that. If you're Kelly Shopik and David Price, they know that. So you got to make a nice pitch here, down and away.
And there is ball 4. So a single and a walk. 2 men on with 1 out. Take a look at this 3-0 pitch.
Yeah, I thought he'd get the call on this one. That's a good pitch. Got some tailing action. 3-0 fastball, outside corner. That's where he wanted it. If I can hit the black, he doesn't get the call.
Now Rodriguez. Alex Rodriguez coming into this game 5 of 16 off Price. 0 for 2 tonight. And the pitch is a strike call. Comes back for that mid-90s fastball to start him.
Yeah, and it had some cut action to it right there. Shopik does a nice job freezing it. And David gets the call. Alex didn't like it.
Good cut and a miss. 0-2 fastball.
That's just power on power right here. Here's 96, and A-Rod swings through it.
Two men on, 1 out, top of the 7th. 0-2 the count to Rodriguez.
Try to go up here, try to get him to chase.
Price turns, but nothing back there at second base. To know the runner back there, Gutierrez at first. The 0-2. And he pops him up. Came in with a fastball. Rodriguez takes care of the formality of that infield pop.
Well, that's exactly what David did once he got ahead 0-2. He went up a little bit higher. Here's the first one. Fastball 95 inside corner, 96. A-Rod swings right through it, 97 up. And he gets the pop out.
2 outs. Now the designated hitter, Marcus Timms. And a cut and a miss. Trying to get it started in time for the fastball.
Yeah, he sure did. He cheated a little bit again early in the count there. Fastball away. He's pulling off at the hips, opening up too soon. You know, and for him, there's a big hole on the right side with that shift by the Rays. Started. I think he broke his wrist myself right there.
Yeah, he had a difficult time stopping. He's trying to get it started so quickly.
I think he thought he broke his wrist. He got a break there.
2 balls and a strike.
It seems pretty apparent right now that David's not going to get beat on anything but his fastball. Did it to A-Rod. He's done it so far to Timms. We'll see. But a couple of his off-speed pitches were up this inning, so he's gone right back to his 4-seam fastball. If he locates it, he'll get out of it.
2-1. And a fly ball. Center field off the fastball. Upton is there. That retires the side. No runs ahead, 2 left. 7th inning stretch time, no score. The bottom of the 7th inning. Scoreless contest. The Mosaic Company and the Rays working together this year in the fight to end hunger through home runs for food with each Rays home run this year. The Mosaic Company donates $500 to local food banks through Feeding America Tampa Bay, Florida's leading hunger relief agency. To date, Home Runs for Food has donated $71,000 to Feeding America Tampa Bay. Carl Crawford in the batter's box to lead off the home half of the 7th. Rodriguez in a bit at 3rd. And Carl takes the first pitch strike. Carl is grounded to short and has struck out swinging. It's down. Sabathia has 7 strikeouts tonight, including the 5th inning when he struck out the side.
You got to get one of the Rays speedsters on, get CC back in the stretch also.
And he chased that pitch 1-2.
Yeah, he's had a tough time reading that slider.
The 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Longoria and Zobrist to follow Carl Crawford. Remains 2-2.
Trying to keep Carl honest right there with a fastball in. See if he goes right back to the slider here or not. Fastball away. Interesting.
And a swing and a miss. That might have been the best fastball in terms of velocity Sabathia has thrown tonight.
It was 95. Sure was. When I saw fastball away, I thought, well, that might play right into Carl's hands, shoot it to left field. Ball's out the outside corner. And a few extra miles on it by CC Sabathia for the strikeout.
There's Longoria. And it struck out, grounded out to short. Bit off the plate. 1-0. Fastball, and it's 1-1.
Good count to do it on right there. Evan Longoria got a fastball middle in, and he thought he could get it in the air to left field and hit it out of the ballpark. So nothing wrong with that, trying to go for it.
Ground ball, chopped to 3rd. Rodriguez makes the perfect throw to Teixeira. 2 outs in the 7th inning. Bases are empty. Scotts products keep your lawn lush and green. Visit Lowe's for a chance to win a VIP World Series experience. Compliments of Scotts. Two outs. Base is empty, and here's Ben Zobrist. 12 in a row retired by Sabathia. Zobrist checks in time on that high changeup. outside foul. It's 1-1.
He doubled up on the changeup, got that out in front right there, and cracked his bat. He'll stick him, get a grip, and try it again.
It's time up tonight. Zobrist has gone out to right. Pitch is outside. 2-1. Boy, he's staying with that changeup.
Yeah, 4 in a row. See Jorge Posada with that changeup sign. Tried to fake like he's going in so Ben would feel that, maybe fastball in, and then he'd step back outside with the changeup. Now he's going to have a conference with CC to see exactly what he wants to do. Also looks like Jorge's telling him what he thinks.
On the verge of 100 pitches. Price has made 93 through 7. We're in the bottom of the 7th right now.
I mean, he may just go all the way with the changeup. Nope, fastball away.
And Zobrist thought he had drawn the walk, but that's a strike, says Tom Hallion. And the count is full.
Yeah, got a 94 fastball away. Top of the zone, outside corner.
Two outs, bases empty, 3-2. Here's the pitch. And there is ball 4. And that time, Sabathia thought he had strike 3 on a change. He gives up his second walk.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pitch right there. That's perhaps too close to take. At least Fox Tracks will tell you that. That's a good pitch right there. CC did. He started walking off the mound. And we've seen that pitch not be called tonight for both David Price and CC Sabathia probably 4 or 5 times combined. He's called the width of the zone, Hallion has, and he's called the high ball, but he hasn't called that one at the knees very often.
Over to first, and Zobrist is back. Now in the games Sabathia has pitched against the Rays this year, they've stolen 2 bases off him. Longoria has 1, and Zobrist has 1. Zobrist at first with 2 outs. Sabathia goes over there again.
Well, in Texas, of course, Jorge Posada, as you mentioned, caught. They ran like crazy against Jorge, but this will be off of Sabathia if you can get a jump. Even though Carlos can put you up with a 2-run home run right here.
And the pitch is a fastball strike. Carlos has been called out on strikes, and then he swung and missed for strike 3 in the 5th.
Yeah, Carlos just needs to guess right. He's been in between tonight in his thought process. I think some good pitches that he's taken and some that he's chased. So he's just got to guess right and try to get a mistake and hit one out of here.
When he fouls it back, boy, he might have had one there.
Yeah, and he did guess right. He got the fastball he was looking for, and he was right on it, but fouled it right back. 94 right here. And he had a good swing because that would have been a ball to left center, and we know he's got power to do that. Hit one out. Even opposite field. Probably get a slider here.
And a ground ball, diving stop by Teixeira, who steps on the bag to retire the side. No run to walk and a man left. We've completed 7 innings tonight. Yankees and the Rays are scoreless.
For a look in at our Auto-A text poll question of the night, brought to you by Auto-A. Call 1-800-SHOP-AUTO-A. Over the next 5 years, who wins more games? TB1, David Price. TB2, CC Sabathia. Text your vote to 789-789. Guys?
All right, Todd, thank you. As we go to the 8th, Jorge Posada is going to lead it off. No score. Posada, then Kearns and Granderson. Pitch is foul back. David Price now with 94 pitches on the night with that first pitch to Posada in the 8th. Here's the line on Price so far. One and one. Posada just back in the New York lineup last night in Texas. He went 0 for 3. He has struck out and walked tonight. Ground ball, and it skips off the glove of Rodriguez. And Posada is aboard. Rodriguez had to move to his right a little bit. That ball deflected off his glove. That's going to be an error charged to Sean Rodriguez.
Well, you don't see that happen very often to Sean. He's an excellent second baseman. Ball was hit hard. But that's a ball that, it's got to be caught. Went for the backhand. It skipped up into the heel of his glove and kicked off it too far for Sean to recover.
Here's Kearns. Pitch is up. Kearns is struck out and flied out. Fly ball went to center field in the 6th inning. Ground ball. Bartlett, Rodriguez, Pena, 6-4-3. Kearns grounds into the double play.
Good pickup by David Price, inducing this ground ball. Good feed. Big turn by Sean Rodriguez. He was going to make sure he got two with a bullet over there. And that rocket for an arm that he has. Here's your checkers double of the game. Big double play ball right there.
Base is empty now. Curtis Granderson steps in. It's low. No ball, no strikes.
Still at 96 with that last fastball. The Rays bullpen gets turned around a little bit.
There's a strike at the knees at 95. And boy, Price had just powered Granderson up all night. He struck him out in the third on a 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Struck him out in the sixth when he hit 95. 2-1 right now. Joaquin Benoit up in the bullpen for the Rays. It's fouled outside of third.
Now that was a 2-1 swing right there.
Yeah.
And not much of a swing.
Two balls, two strikes. Upstairs. And a full count. Price has given up 2 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts in one stretch. He retired 13 in a row. He's 3-2 with Curtis Granderson. And that ball hit the bat and is foul.
It looked like Granderson looked like he was going to take first base for a minute there.
Well, he thought he might get into the thespian mode.
Let's take a look. Little check.
I think Tom Hallian called it foul before he could do that.
Yeah, little check off the knob of the bat. First was thinking about, hey, I'll take a hit by pitch.
And a liner foul up the right side. So he's extended this at bat a bit.
He's always a little scary because he has power, so you still have to make a quality pitch. I mean, he's seen all fastballs tonight.
Line drive into center off a fastball, and there's a base hit. So Granderson picks up hit number 3 for New York. Jim Hickey's going to make a trip to the mound.
Yeah, all fastballs, all 3 at bats, and this one he just goes with. It's off the outside corner. So it's a nice piece of hitting right there by Granderson. Had a nice swing on that one. Nice fluid swing. And he's a base stealing threat, of course.
Well, Golson is due, but Swisher has emerged from the dugout.
Your attention, please.
So Nick Swisher, who most recently has had the bad knee, will pinch hit for Golson.
He came off the bench and hit right-handed the other night in Texas, the game I was watching, and he off a lefty, and he swung at the first pitch and hit a sharp single to center.
He's 3 for 10 lifetime against David Price with a home run and 4 walks. So that gives you an idea. It's been a battle.
Yeah, he'll be up there swinging. I mean, normally he'll work the count. You know that, but you got to be careful first pitch because he knows he's going to get a fastball. You just got to make sure you keep locating it. Stay away from his power. First here.
Anderson is back in there. Well, Swisher's a .295 hitter off Rays pitching with 17 home runs against the Rays. You see Granderson 11 of 13 in the running department. He's leaning a bit over there at first. Not going, and the pitch is a strike. Fastball on the outside edge.
Yeah, they don't want to take the bat out of Swisher's hands. That's a good pitch by David. A little tailing action, 95, 96. But you also, if you're Joe Girardi, you want to get a runner in a scoring position. So you got to kind of pick your spot here. That's Tony Pena with Joe Girardi right there.
Top of the 8th. Anderson on with a 2-out single. And a cut and a miss. Fastball. Power and power. 0-2.
Yeah, this is 96 right down the middle. Big swing right underneath it for Nick Swisher. Now you might see Granderson go.
2 strikes the count. And a step off and throw. Granderson back in.
When the hitter's down like that 0-2 and you got Granderson at first base, you might see a stolen base attempt here. And that's what David Price was thinking.
And a step back again as Granderson retreats to the bag.
Because David doesn't really want to do a modified slide step. He doesn't want to take away from his power to Nick Swisher. So if you got the big leg kick, Granderson guesses right. He'll steal second base.
Outside. Fastball wide. 1-2 the count.
That's definitely off the outside corner. So Shopping try to frame it and bring it back a little bit.
Well, Price has done it with the hard stuff all night. The 1-2 and a foul ball on a fastball. That one registering at 96.
I mean, he was on that one too. It's a good swing by Nick Swisher.
110 pitches tonight for David Price.
Well, this very well could be David's last hitter either way in this ball game.
The 1-2 again upstairs. He blazed that one in there at 96, and it's a 2-2 count.
This is a great running count for Granderson because David's definitely not going to pitch out. He wants to make it happen here. So if you're going to run and you're a speed guy, this is the time to do it in this ball game right here. I'd put him in motion. I'd make him run.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Granderson the runner with 2 outs. Granderson does not go, and Swisher fouls it back. So we'll see another 2-2 pitch.
Well, by running, you also open up a hole in case it is hit on the ground.
Yankees with 3 hits, the Rays with 1. Price to first base. Granderson back. Just because he wasn't running on the prior pitch doesn't mean that he won't be running on this one.
Well, that's right. And David Price, they're keeping track of that. Making sure Granderson knows, hey, I know you're over there. Even though David needs his concentration on Nick Swisher.
And again, a move to first. Yankees left men at first and second in the 7th. The Rays left men at first and second in the 3rd. We're in in the 8th now. 2-2. And that's ball 3. And the count is full. And now, with a full count, it means Granderson will be off with the pitch.
That was a slider right there. David hasn't thrown many of them. Not a bad pitch to try. Just missed way off the inside corner. The reason Pena is holding him on, he doesn't want Granderson to get a big jump with 2 outs here.
3-2 and a ground ball to third. Longoria's throw to first in time. And that retires the side. No runs, a hit. A man left. Bottom of the 8th coming, no score. For the 8th inning.
The second baseman.
Take a look at tonight's Jaguar performer. In a great matchup, David Price and CC Sabathia. Sabathia with 8 strikeouts. Walked a couple. No runs on just 1 hit. That was Shopik's base hit back in the 3rd. He made 104 pitches through 7 innings. We go to the home half of the 8th with Sean Rodriguez stepping in against Sabathia. And a ground ball headed up the middle. Base hit into center for Rodriguez. He started Sean Rodriguez with an off-speed pitch. And he got it right through the middle.
Yep, Sean got it in a good spot. Hit a little bit off the end of the bat, but it did trickle through the middle. He got enough of it to get it past Robinson Cano. There's a changeup grip. It's a pretty good pitch. Sean's just strong. Throws his hands at it. Ball's off the outside corner and gets the inning started for the Rays. You see Cano was playing him way over to the right side. Couldn't catch up with it.
Well, with Rodriguez at first, the Yankees have a major conference on the mound. The Rays have Willie Ibar due, but no one is out on deck.
Well, I think you're looking at a bunt situation here. So, I mean, it might be a Desmond Jennings type. We'll see. See what happens.
Well, looks like Navarro might come off the bench.
Well, Navi's a pretty good bunter.
So Ibar is going to be lifted after going 0 for 2. Navarro will come on. Kerry Wood, who's been throwing the ball well out of the bullpen for New York recently, starts to loosen in the bullpen.
Well, this is a definite bunt situation. The Yankees know that. Alex Rodriguez, I don't know if he's going to play where he's standing, but he's about 30 feet from home plate.
Yeah, really, I'm telling you.
I mean, my goodness. So your job is to make the first baseman field the ball. I mean, look where Alex Rodriguez is. Truly, he's about...
Yeah, he's checking out to see if Navarro's beard is trimmed properly.
Right.
He's that close.
Yeah, he's about 50 feet from home plate. He really is. So your job is to make the first baseman field the bunt anyway.
And a move to first.
And, you know, Navi's looking in toward Joe Madden. I think he's saying, listen, can I swing the bat? If A-Rod's down my face like that, can I just pack it one and try to hit one down his throat? And you know what?
Why not?
Why not is right. What's the difference in this game? Because you might bunt into a double play if you don't make the perfect bunt.
He shortens on the bat, takes the pitch for a ball.
See, Teixeira can't leave too soon. If he does, Sean Rodriguez can get a bigger lead and take off. And that's one of the reasons why with a runner at first base and nobody out, your job as a hitter is to make the first base and make the play because he can't leave his position. Even though Teixeira is a Gold Glover.
Navi puts the bunt down, first base side, and he does it successfully. Teixeira tags him. Sean Rodriguez moves into second, and nicely done by Navarro.
Very nicely done. That's exactly the job you have to do. Well done. He was very relaxed. Good use of the lower half of the body. Softly put down to first. No chance for Teixeira to get the lead runner, Sean Rodriguez. Nice use of the legs right there. Well executed by Diano Navarro. Set up the potential only run of the game out there for anybody. And if the Rays score, they would have the first run of this ball game.
Only the second time the Rays have had a man as far as second base. The Yankees have had a man as far as second base one time. That was in the 7th inning. And here's Shopping. And he's hit by the pitch. Kelly Shopping hit by a pitch. He goes to first and second, one out.
Yeah, he gets a slider first pitch, and it just runs right in. It bites him on the left knee. He takes it as all tough catchers do.
Yeah, catchers don't even feel that.
No, they've had foul tips harder than that. Even with the shin guards on.
Now B.J. Upton with men at first and second and one out. B.J.'s 0 for 2. He walked in the third. And the pitch is away. Change up to start him. Strike. 1-1.
BJ asking Tom Halley, and he thought that ball was in. 81-mile-an-hour slider.
And that's wide. 2-1. Rays trying to regain first place in the AL East. They had a stretch of 52 consecutive days atop the division. That ended on the 13th of June, and they were in first place on August the 3rd. Right now, they're a half game back of New York. Upton fouls one down in front of Tom Foley. The count is square at 2-2. Scoreless game in the bottom of the 8th. Standings right there. The Rays and the Yankees even in the loss column, and now Joe Madden's going to pinch run for Shopping. Shopping, after being hit by a pitch, is lifted. That's Desmond Jennings.
Well, with Teixeira off as far as he is at first base, he wants Desmond to get a big secondary lead and on a ground ball to really bust up number 1. The Shopik at first base, a ball on the ground, a double play. So that's one of the reasons.
And a pop foul. It's going to wind up out of play back of the dugout.
You know, when Navarro pinch hit, I did assume that he would stay in the game anyway, depending on what Shopik did. So that would be the scenario now after his sacrifice bunt.
And they'll vacate the DH, but with a deep bench, that's really academic.
Right. Yeah, it is in September with all these call-ups.
2-2, and Upton is out on strikes. B.J. Upton down swinging. 9th strikeout tonight for Sabathia, and a big one.
Yeah, that's a slider, and that's a good one. That's a nasty slider right there. That's one of his better sliders of the night, and at a big time. Good depth to it. Bottom falls out.
Here's Jason Bartlett looking for his first hit of the night. Slide out, lined out, grounded out. And the pitch is off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Call 1-1. Conference on the mound briefly. For the latest updates on the Rays, log on to TampaBay.com. From the diamond to the clubhouse, everywhere in between. You'll get in-depth news, stories, and scores 24 hours a day only at TampaBay.com. 1-1 to count on Jason Bartlett. And a wave and a miss. 1-2.
They got away with one there. Jason really didn't track that. That's up and away. You see, he already committed. He really didn't want to swing at it once he realized how high it was.
And a bounding ball foul holds the count. 1-2. So the Rays, for the second time tonight, have a man in scoring position. 2 outs now here in the 8th. Shortstop, Jeter takes it to second for the force on Jennings to retire the side. We go to the 9th, no score. At a field, no score. David Price on our Amscott replay was superb tonight. 114 pitches, 8 innings of shutout baseball.
Yeah, electric fastball tonight. He mixed in some good curveballs, couple sliders when he needed it, but pitched out a couple of big situations with a great fastball tonight. Both guys were as advertised, maybe even better than advertised tonight.
What a treat for the crowd here tonight. Rafael Soriano is the new pitcher for the Rays following Price. Soriano on for the 58th time. He'll face the top of the New York order, starting with Derek Jeter. The first pitch misses. A fastball, 1 ball, no strikes. Deanna Navarro stays on to catch. So he's in the 8th spot, and Soriano goes into the lineup in the number 9 spot.
Well, Joe Madden's trying to get what he feels is his best guy to put a 0 up there. And that's Soriano. That call has not been made all night on that pitch. Rafael's not happy. Tom Hallion stayed consistent. He's not calling that pitch down around the knees.
2-0 the count. And a fly ball into center. Upton waiting for it. He's got it. 1 away.
And Jeter got a pitch to hit too. He got a fastball right down the middle, and he got underneath it. And he knows it.
Now Robinson Cano. He had a base hit in the 7th inning, 1 of 3 allowed by the Rays starter David Price tonight. The pitch is upstairs. A ball and no strikes. Two and 0.
Trying to stay away from Cano. Both balls are clearly away. Robinson has power to right field, but he's got good power to left center too.
And he takes a strike. 2-1. He does have a home run off Soriano in his career. He's 1 for 3. That hit the home run. Fly ball center field. Upton takes care of this one. 2 up, 2 down.
And that's exactly where the Rays had B.J. Upton playing Cano, right? Exactly where he hit it. Slightly right center.
Now with Mark Teixeira coming up, the shift employed.
A huge shift. This is a big league shift right here.
And a big cut to miss. Teixeira trying to get it airborne. Strike 1.
Boy, he did. I tell you, the ball had a little cut action to it too. It was 93, but look at this thing run across the plate and in. Look at that uppercut. That's usually how these types of games end.
And a long shot down the line. That's going to be foul. And the count goes to 0-2.
You definitely want to give yourself a chance here in the bottom of the ninth by putting a 0 up here right now, because you got 3, 4, and 5 coming up in the Rays. And you're probably going to face Kerry Wood.
It's low. This one going right down to the wire. And it's not over yet. Top of the ninth. No score. 2 outs and a 1-2 count on Mark Teixeira. He lays off that slider. 2-2. A great matchup between Price and Sabathia tonight, and now the Rays have Soriano, their closer, in, trying to put up a 0 in the ninth. A 2-2. Ooh, he missed for ball 3. Full count.
Here's the last pitch. It's clearly away. Center field shot will show that as well. Not really even close.
3-2. And a ground ball through the right side, but right there is Rodriguez out of the shift to throw him out. 1-2-3 in the ninth. Go the Yankees. Rays coming in to hit. No score. Stats with you. No score, the Rays of the Yankees, and we're proud this game is being telecast on AFN, the American Forces Network, to the U.S. Armed Forces serving in 175 countries and aboard ships at sea, watching around the world in Iraq, Germany, Italy, Southwest Asia, South Korea, and Japan. We thank you for your service and welcome you aboard tonight. Carl Crawford will open the bottom of the ninth, and he'll face Kerry Wood in relief of CC Sabathia. Carl 0 for 3 tonight, and he takes the first pitch inside. Wood has not allowed a run in his last 15 appearances dating back to August the 6th. Inside, 2-0. 17 appearances since the Yankees acquired him at the end of July. Giving up 1 earned run on 11 hits. There's a strike, 2-1.
Well, that's what Tom Hallion has called all night. He's called the high part of the zone, not the low part. Carl Crawford didn't like it. And clearly Fox track shows it's above the strike zone.
Strike 2. 2-2.
And that's all you need sometimes. A little help from the umpire, and it changes the complexion of the whole at bat. From 3-0 to now 2-2.
And Crawford is called out on strikes, and he is really upset. Joe Maddon's going to come out to try. Oh, Crawford has just been ejected. Crawford called out on strikes, and Hallian has ejected him. Madden couldn't get there in time, and Crawford upset that as you pointed out, Kevin, the whole nature of the at-bat was turned around.
Yeah, the low pitch he hasn't called all night for both sides. He did on Carl Crawford right here after calling a pitch high out of the zone. Now, Fox track shows that was a strike, but we've seen 6 or 7 that have been strikes all night that should have been called and haven't been. But the problem was the high strike. The 2-0 count should have been 3-0. And that's where Carl was upset. And the low one hasn't been called all night. So all players ask for is consistency both ways. Don't call it in the bottom of the ninth if you're not going to call it in the first or second or fifth or seventh inning.
1-2, a couple of breaking balls, and Longoria's behind in the count. One ball, 2 strikes. Well, you very seldom that animated, but he was really upset. And so he's ejected. And Longoria missed the fastball. 11 strikeouts for New York pitching.
Yeah, he just goes up the ladder a little bit here, right above Evans' hands. Swings right through it, right underneath it. And that pitch from a height standpoint, that would have been called strike 3. That's what Hallian's been calling all night. So Evan had to swing at that.
An ejection of Crawford, the second time he's been ejected this year. Bob Davidson ejected him on a disputed strike call back at the end of May in a game against Boston. Ben Zobrist up here, 1-0 the count. And a line drive going to be caught by Cano, and the Rays are up and down in order in the ninth. So we're through 9, on to extra innings tonight. The Rays will play it without Crawford. No score. Scoreless through 9. The Rays and the Yankees on to extra innings, and these extra innings presented by Jack Link's Beef Jerky all season long. Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. Joaquin Benoit, the new Rays pitcher, on the face New York here in the 10th. Alex Rodriguez in the batter's box. The pitch is popped up. That's fouled and headed for the stands. Defensively, a couple shifts for the Rays as a result of the Crawford ejection. John Rodriguez is now in left field, moving out from second base, and Reed Brignac takes over at second base, and he goes into Crawford's spot in the lineup. One strike to count. And a popper, short left. Rodriguez coming on, is there and makes the catch. So the first play here in the 10th finds John Rodriguez in his new position.
Wouldn't you know it? And normally with Carl Crawford, you know that's an out. You weren't sure at first with Sean, but he has said that he feels very comfortable in the outfield. He's actually more comfortable in the outfield. He broke back at first, but then you see he tracks it and comes sprinting in and picks it off.
Now Lance Berkman will pinch hit.
17. Lance Berkman.
Berkman to hit against Benoit. He's hitting for Timms, and Berkman's numbers against Benoit are frighteningly good. 6 of 14 with 3 home runs.
Yeah, and he's been swinging the bat better lately too, especially from the left side of the plate. Been showing some bat speed lately.
And all of that coming from interleague play when Benoit was with the Texas Rangers and Berkman with the Houston Astros. The pitch is high, a fastball. 1-0.
'56 appearance for Joaquin. He's got that excellent strikeout to walk ratio, 66 punch outs.
2-0. New York 3 hits, the Rays 2 hits. Yankees have stranded 3, the Rays have stranded 5. There's a strike to Berkman. 2-1. Foul ball, 2-2. Full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, Berkman's another one of those guys, and one of the reasons the Yankees got him, he works the count. He's got a good eye at the plate. Does draw a lot of walks.
And he walks here. He draws the walk against Benoit.
Yep, definitely up. No question about that. Now I got a pinch runner.
Gardner's had a bad wrist, but that doesn't prevent him from running, and he is the pinch runner. So the Yankees suddenly have very good speed over at first on the walk drawn by Berkman.
And you can bet this time with a right-hander on the mound that Joe Girardi will put something on, get him in motion. Now Gardner is on his own, but he may not run early in the count, but he'll run in this sequence for sure. He'll try to get into scoring position. I think the good news for the Rays, they've got their best thrower behind the plate in Yonder Navarro. If Benoit can give him some help. Got a quick release and an accurate arm.
Here's Posada. And the pitch is a strike.
And that's the best way to combat the running game is strike one, strike two, because now you're in a pitch out count. And the other manager knows that. Yeah, top part of the zone. That's been called all night. Outside corner.
And a high fly ball. Center field. Upton waits for it. Two gone, and Gardner heads back to first.
Yeah, that's a good job by Joaquin. Strike one, strike two. That eliminates the running game. Now the 2 outs. You can bet Gardner's going to run. He's not going to waste any time. Might call a fastball on the outside corner, something that Navarro can throw on here early.
Runner goes. The pitch is down, and the throw is not in time. Backed up by Bartlett. Stolen base. It's the 41st steal for Gardner.
Yeah, you knew he was going to run early, or at least I felt he was. That's why you want to call a good fastball away, or even a pitch out, first pitch. Navarro kind of shifted to his left and couldn't get enough on that ball because it kind of sank on him a little bit. That's why I say if you call a fastball off the outside corner, good four-seam fastball, it's a good pitch to throw on. You might get a strike out of it. But you definitely want to have a good pitch to throw on, because you knew Gardner was going to run once it got to 2 outs, and you knew he was going to run early. At least I felt he was.
Now he takes off, and a throw to third. He is out at third base. Benoit stepped back, made the throw to third as Gardner is caught trying to slip into third base. And that will retire the side. Girardi comes out to put up an argument. Third, and this backfired on New York.
Well, with 2 outs, there's no reason for it, number one. And Benoit picks his leg up, throws a strike over there, and they did get him. Watch this tag right on the helmet before his hand got to the bag. Here's another look. Ed Rapuano, third base umpire, got it right. Look at that tag slapped right there before his hands get to the bag. Definitely a good call. And not a smart play by Gardner with 2 outs. He's already in scoring position. He accomplished what he wanted. And he's going to score on a base hit unless it's just a rocket hit somewhere. So he just got a little zealous right there and said, hey, I think I could take third. No need.
So we go to the bottom of the 10th inning, still scoreless, and Boone Logan, the left-hander, comes into the game.
Yeah, Boone's done a nice job for the Yankees. Left-hander in 42 games with a 2.31 earned run average. Walks are a little bit high. 18 in 35 innings, but a low batting average against at 231. That's a big play in this game. And nice job by Benoit, not committing toward home. Just lifted the left leg up. And if you're trying to make a play on a runner advancing, that's a legal play. Throwing to third as runners trying to steal third. If you're the pitcher.
Well, Carlos Pena will lead it off here in the bottom of the 10th against Logan. Taps it foul. 1 scoreless inning for Wood. Battle of the bullpens now.
It shows you in this game that good pitching will always stop good hitting, because both clubs have the ability to score runs. The Rays do it in different ways than the Yankees. The Yankees have more power, clearly, but great pitching tonight from both sides.
Tie 1-1.
Especially David Price and CC Sabathia.
Rays 7-4 in extra inning games. And New York 4-4. One ball, 2 strikes. First time they played each other in extra innings this year. Well, you don't know how the postseason is going to work out, but if this is a preview, this is quite a preview for what's in store.
Well, there's a good chance that this could be the ALCS matchup.
2-2 the count to Pena.
I mean, it looks pretty good for Minnesota to win their division and Texas to win theirs. But look at these 2 teams, the 2 best records separated by a half a game, I should say, in baseball in the American League East, the Rays and the Yankees.
Coming into the series, even in the loss column. And Pena went. And now he puts up a squawk with Tom Hallion. And Madden comes out to try to make sure Pena stays in the game.
Center field shot. Hallion said he got this one right. Carlos thinks he held up. And see, Hallion called that all the way. Well, that's close. I mean, I think Tim's got away with one earlier very similar to that.
Well, Girardi comes out. He wanted Logan to face Pena, and now with Rodriguez due up, he wants the right-hander. Call to the bullpen, brought to you by Metro PCS, wireless for all. Our truck or van, who you going to call? AutoWay. Call 1-800-SHOP-AutoWay. Opening game of the homestand and the first game of this series against New York. Joe Girardi goes to the bullpen one more time for the right-hander, Chad Godin. John Rodriguez due to hit, but Matt Joyce, the left-handed hitter, will pinch hit instead against Godin.
Well, Godin's been in now 37 games, ERA pushing 5.5, and he gave up a game winner to the Texas Rangers the other night. It was Nelson Cruz on the first pitch in extra innings, and the Rays would love to see that right here tonight with Matt Joyce at the plate.
And the first pitch he takes for a strike. So Rodriguez, who had shifted to left when Crawford was ejected, now lifted for Matt Joyce. Godin, formerly with the Rays, came up through the Rays system. 1-1 to count. And 0 for 1 with a walk against Godin. And there's ball 2.
Clearly trying to stay away from middle in for Matt Joyce with sinkers away. And has big time launch power.
The 2-1. Sent around the knees. 2-2. And ball 3, a full count.
That's a good take right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off with 2 strikes. A little slide ball right there. He could go back out to that outside corner.
Joyce with 8 home runs. All have come against right-handed pitching this year. And the 3-2. He swings and fouls it.
Well, that was a mistake right there. Matt's not happy with himself. He got a very hittable pitch right there. That was a 2-seamer that didn't do a whole lot. It was up.
Another 3-2. And he's out on strikes. Joyce tried to check, but knew he was out.
Yeah, he didn't even wait for the call. He knew he went and broke the plane clearly, no problem. Posada asking for help, but that was pretty obvious.
2 outs in the 10th. Here's Deanna Navarro, and you see his numbers against Godin. 2 out of 7 with a double. He entered the game and put down a sacrifice in the 8th. Stayed on to catch. Pitch outside. Don't forget now, the Rays have the pitcher's spot in the game. Soriano was hitting 9th, and Benoit now occupies that spot. Fouls it. Dan Johnson has moved into the on-deck circle just in case. Grant Balfour is busy in the bullpen.
And it's go Dan no matter what, even to face Johnson should Deanna Navarro get on. There's nobody up in the Yankees bullpen.
Two balls and a strike. Sabathia, Wood, Logan, and Gaudin. Wood pitched the 9th inning. Logan got the first out in the 10th. Gaudin struck out Matt Joyce, and he's 3-1 with Deanna Navarro. And he walks him. Navarro draws the walk. It's only the 3rd walk of the night issued by New York pitching.
Well, everything away from Deanna, clearly staying away from down and in, or something that Deanna could pull over the right field fence. And I think you're going to see the same approach to Dan Johnson that you saw to Matt Joyce. Sinkers away.
Well, Dan Johnson will be the pinch hitter for Benoit. Dave Island goes out to have a little get together with Gaudin. Gaudin and Johnson have never matched up before. A little refresher course on the scouting report.
Yeah, just a reminder of Dan's power, where it's at. Yeah, but I think he's going to go the same way. He's got 2 seam fastballs. He's going to try to sink it away. Stay away from the power of Dan Johnson. You got no doubles defense in the outfield, playing deep. Dan's job is to get on that plate and try to find a gap, get one in the air, deep.
And he looks at that pitch, takes a good look low.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of them, too.
Uphold the honor of Minnesota, Johnson!
2 balls, no strikes. Two-out walk. Navarro's at first. And he takes a strike. 2-1. And one thing about this, Johnson, 3 home runs in the big year he had at AAA. He's got some pop, and he's also a guy who really looks him over at the plate.
Yeah, and this isn't a bad thing here if Gaudin's not going to come close. I mean, even to draw a walk and get BJ to the plate, unless you get a cookie here.
And he takes a strike. Pitch away. He thought it might be off the plate. Let's take a look.
Yeah, let's see what Fox Track says about this one. Clearly away.
Apparently all 4 pitches.
Yeah, all 4 are away, but that's how he's been calling it. It's one of the reasons we've got no score tonight. Can't hit a 25-inch plate.
Ground ball right side and a base hit. Navarro's going to go to third. Ernest up with the ball. First and third. Well, Dan Johnson took 4 pitches away, had a 2-2 count, and singled through the hole on the right side.
Well, he had to swing at that. He'd been called out if he didn't. Everything's away. This ball's obviously a ball also from the center field camera shot, but that's a nice job by Dan Johnson saying, I better put it in play. And finally, one gets past Mark Teixeira, and that's good base running by Navarro. With pressure on a potential wild pitch. Ball in the dirt. Any base hit now, of course, wins it. So that's good base running by Navarro. He recognized, too, that the defense was playing no doubles in deep in the outfield. So on that ground ball single, he could easily get to third base.
Well, here's Upton. And although he's just 2 for 12 against Gaudin, this could be a pretty good matchup for Upton because Gaudin is not overpowered. And BJ takes the first pitch for a ball.
Yep, sinkers and sliders. That's it. And Alex Rodriguez has to play even with the bag just in case BJ lays one down. That's the other thing that getting to third helps.
And a foul ball, big cut. 1-1.
Well, BJ can drive one in the hole, or should drive one, a sinker in the hole, and maybe he gets by Alex Rodriguez. Alex is going to move back as the count gets deeper. It's 1-1 now, but you still got to play BJ honest. Not that BJ bunts all that much.
A 1-1 count. And that one is low. 2 balls and a strike. And after BJ swung at that pitch and fouled it, he asked Tom Hallian if that pitch was a strike because it was a pitch down.
Right, exactly.
He took that pitch down, and it was not a strike.
The one at the knees has been really called a ball all night. That's why Carl Crawford got upset.
Ball 3.
He's right. It has been. It's been called a ball all night for both pitchers. Both starting pitchers didn't get that call.
So it's a 3-1 count. Delivers. Upton takes that one for strike 2.
Well, the only thing that does, the ball on the ground, it makes the infield throw the ball across to first base. Dan Johnson will be in motion at first.
Time called. Johnson first. Navarro down at third. That's the one that counts. 3-2 to Upton. And a ground ball down to third, going to be fouled. We'll do it again on 3-2.
Got a pretty good pitch to hit there too. I think Godin knows it. I bet you this ball's not too close. Although you got to protect it through BJ.
3-2. Breaking ball, and it's fouled back and out of play.
That was a slider that Godin got underneath of there. It was a ball, but too close to take. Because Hallian's been calling that high strike.
Brad Hoff is on deck. Upton trying to end the game right here. We'll see another 3-2 pitch from Chad Godin. And he fouls it again. A fastball right back into the screen.
Yeah,
so the battle continues.
Godin tried to sneak one by him there. He went with that four-seamer right there. 94. BJ was all over it.
Two again. Ball 4. The bases are going to be loaded. Upton worked the count, draws the walk. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. Brad Hopp will pinch hit for Bartlett.
That was a good at bat by BJ. He was all over that 94 fastball. He almost knew there was going to be some kind of slider, not close, trying to get BJ to chase, and he didn't. And he almost threw that slider to the backstop, too. Posada picked it.
Well, Hopp is 2 for 3 against Godin lifetime.
Well, and you know that in this situation, I think Godin's going to go the same way he went on Dan Johnson and on Matt Joyce. He's going to try to throw sinkers on the outside corner.
First pitch misses down.
I'm going to say that ball better not be called. It hasn't all night, except on Carl Crawford.
1-0 to count to Hopp. And he fouls that one back. 1-1. Foul ball caught a part of Posada. Trying to walk it off.
Yeah, this is a Jorge timeout here. Not really about strategy. That's just Jorge giving himself some time.
The bottom of the 10th post-game show comes up immediately following our coverage. So we invite you to stay tuned for that. 1-1 the count to Hop. That's wide. 2 balls and a strike. That's been the pattern for Gaudin.
Yeah, I think you're going to see another one out there too. Because that one he left over the middle, Hop had a good swing at. He stayed inside it.
And a cut and a miss. Fastball, 2-2.
Yeah, that was the 4-seam fastball off the outside corner.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Hop is out on strikes. Gaudin strikes him out. The Rays leave the bases loaded. No runs. The hit. Bases left filled. No score through 10. Feed your wild side. On to the 11th inning. No score. Grant Balfour is going to be the new pitcher. Balfour follows Price, Soriano, and Benoit. And a number of defensive changes for the Rays. Balfour on for the 49th time. Brad Hop is in right field. Upton remains in center, and Matt Joyce takes over in left. On the infield, Ben Zobrist comes in to play second base. And Reed Brignac moves over to play shortstop. So we go to the 11th. Austin Kearns will lead off. He was at the plate when Gardner was cut down trying to swipe third. Kearns 0 for 3 on the night. Balfour's first pitch is outside. Balfour worked an inning and a third in the game yesterday in Toronto. Two and 0. That's a strike. 2-1. Price worked 8. Soriano 1. Benoit 1. Foul ball, runs it to 2-2. Yankees put the leadoff man on base with their 4th hit of the night.
Yeah, all fastballs right here from Grant. This one just right down the middle, belt high. Burns jumps on it. Now, this is not an automatic bunt situation with Granderson. He can turn on a good fastball. Grant throws a lot of fastballs. Rays have to play it defensively for a bunt, though.
Curtis Granderson in here. He shows the bunt, takes the pitch high.
Who knows? Joe Girardi may give him a free swing here. 1-0 count.
Over to first. Kearns back in. Anderson shows the bunt, takes ball 2. Rays have action in their bullpen. Balls the right-hander and Choate the left-hander.
I'll tell you what, he's got the count in his favor. With Granderson, with the power he's got, he knows he's going to get a fastball. I'd let him have a free swing from Joe Girardi. He wouldn't give up and out here on the road.
And the bunt right side. They're going to get the tag on Granderson. Kearns safely in at second on the sacrifice. Pena unassisted.
You know what? With a 2-0 count, you take that. You'll take an out, even though he's in scoring position. This ball was a ball right down the middle. And he gets the job done, and he's in scoring position, but he did give up an out.
Colin Curtis will be the hitter after taking over in right field in the 8th. Up here for the first time. And he lifts the fly ball into center. Upton over there under it. 2 gone. So on the first pitch, Curtis is retired. And that will get Jeter to the plate.
Well, you know Derek, he likes the first ball hit on fastball pitchers. So you got to make a quality pitch if you're going to throw that 4-seam fastball here.
So Jeter tonight singled in the first inning. It's gone out to right, grounded to third, and a fly ball to center in the 9th. They have Kearns at second, 2 outs in the 11th. And he takes the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, he got one at the knees, and you know what? The Rays got a call finally. It's a good pitch by Grant, inside corner at the knees.
Yeah, once in a while that low pitch is a strike, but not as a rule.
Right.
At least not tonight.
Peter was looking for something up and away and go the other way with. That's it. Only one.
Yeah, 1-1 now.
Yeah, the difference there, that it had the knees, but it was inside.
It's a fly ball to right. Hop is there, and he makes the catch to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 11th. No score. David Price and CC Sabathia. Price worked 8 scoreless innings, made 114 pitches, allowed 3 hits. Sabathia worked 8 scoreless innings, struck out 9, made 119 pitches, allowed the Rays no runs. We will head into the bottom of the 11th inning in this scoreless contest. And the Yankees will go with pitcher number 5 on the night, Sergio Mitre. Zergodan worked 2/3 of an inning with a couple strikeouts. He allowed 2 walks and a hit.
And here's Mitre for his 23rd appearance. ERA is solid at 3.47 and 49 and a third innings pitch. Yeah, Godin was living on the edge, but he got through it. He threw a couple of four-seam fastballs to strike out Brad Hopp with the bases loaded.
Reed Brignac will open the 11th. First at bat for Reed. The pitch from the New York right-hander is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Cut by Brignac and a miss. 1-1.
Thing about Mitre, he's got a good changeup. 82 miles an hour. Somebody's due to hit and find a gap here.
You would think.
Yeah, one mistake. Find a seam here in right center.
A total of 7 hits in this game. Big cut and a foul ball. Jeter singled in the first. Cano singled in the 7th. Kearns singled in the 11th for New York. For the Rays, Chopik singled in the 3rd. Rodriguez singled in the 8th. Pitch is down. Dan Johnson had a base hit for the Rays. Anderson also had a hit for New York, a single. That's it, 7 singles.
There's a changeup, split.
And a high fly ball, hit deep to right. Curtis back. Rays win. Reed Brignac hits a 3-2 pitch out of here, and the Rays win this one 1-0. Walk-off home run for Reed Brignac.
There's a gap.
A home run for Brignac. How about that? And the Rays go into first place. Brignac's home run on Mitre ends this one in 11 innings. 1-0 Tampa Bay. How about that for Reed Brignac? And the Rays are back in first all alone.
He got a 3-2. It was a split grip right here. You can see the grip in Mitre's hand, and this ball carried across the plate right into his swing. They wanted it down the way. Watch this ball run right down into Reed's swing, and to his credit, he dropped the head on it and got it. He's a good low ball hitter. And Posada never called the pitch up in his own to try to get Reed to chase, and Reed jumped on it.
Brignac's 7th home run of the year. That's his first home run since the 25th of July when he hit one in Cleveland. And the jubilation at home plate. Rays win it 1-0. Let's go to the field right now. Here's Todd Callis.
Dwayne, thank you very much. Reed, tell us about the feeling right now.
Unbelievable feeling. You know, it's such a good game by David and CC, you know, to come in and get a big hit like that for our team, man. I'm ecstatic.
After you got all the congratulations from your teammates, you cheered towards the crowd. Was it just electric all night?
Absolutely. You know, it was a great crowd tonight. You know, happy for everybody to come out. Thanks for supporting us, baby. We're on our way, baby.
What about, how do you stay ready for a game like that? I mean, obviously you're in there because Carl Crawford's ejected, and you end up working your way in there right in front of Longoria.
Yeah, you know, you just got to stay ready at all times. You know, you never know when your number's going to get called, and you know, I'm happy about the opportunity.
When guys hit home runs that are that big, did you know it was out? And what did it feel like going around the bases once you saw it?
You know, it felt good. I sprinted around the bases, but I just want to celebrate with my teammates. That's all it's about.
Now you guys are in first place. Less than 3 weeks to go. What does tonight mean to you?
It's huge. You know, every game from here on out is huge. So, you know, we're just happy we won this one and move on to the next one.
I know you weren't here for the 2008 when you contributed like you are this year. Is this what it's all about when you grow up and want to play Major League Baseball?
Absolutely. You know, there's no better feeling that just happened, and you know, just hopefully I can do it again someday.
Go celebrate, Reed.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. Guys, Reed Brignac with the home run. That sends this one to the Rays. Back to you.
1-0 the final at 11, and the Rays are in first place. Let's take a look at those standings now. The Rays at 87 and 56. They move back into first place for the first time since the 3rd of August. They're a half game up on New York for the first time this year. New York losing 4 straight, coming in here after being swept by Texas. And the Rays open this homestand with a dramatic finish in 11 innings. We'll take a look at tonight's Miller Lite Taste Greatness moment. A 3-2 pitch, and Reed Brignac hits it out to right center field to give the Rays the only run of the night and the victory. 3 hours and 29 minutes the time of this game as the Rays win their 8th extra inning game of the year. They win it 1-0. A great game, a great pitching matchup, and for the Rays, a great finish. Game 2 of the series tomorrow. We'll be with you on Sun Sports. Our coverage begins at 6:30. Now for Kevin Kennedy and Todd Callis and Brian Anderson. This is Dwayne Stats. Great to have you with us. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast. Rays Live, the postgame is coming up next. We'll see you there.